Good morning. Getting our Instagram going. Good morning or afternoon or evening or whatever it may be, wherever you guys are. I am so glad you are joining me for this connective tissue and complex workout. I'm Peter, aka Icebox. I am a FRS practitioner, so I do a lot of functional range, joint mobility, strength stuff, and I'm going to be teaching you how to run through a connective tissue and kettlebell workout today. So we're starting just a little bit early, which is the way I usually run things. So I just want you to have some space to work with and maybe like a light medium bell for later. So we're going to start with our controlled articular rotations. So we call these CARs. So we're running through pretty much every movable joint in your body. We're going to be exploring your range of motion. CARs are nice because they're a diagnostic tool for seeing what our limitations are in our range of motion, but it's also a phenomenal strength training program in itself. And it's a diagnostic tool, which I already mentioned, but it's also a really good warm-up tool. So we're going to start. Let's start sitting down today. So I want everyone to start down. I'm going to take my socks off because we're going to start with our toes. Let's get back a little bit here. So I want everyone to sit up nice and straight. We're going to keep the ball of your foot on the floor, push your baby toes down, and lift your big toes up. And we're just going to hold those big toes as high as we can to the ceiling for about 10 seconds here. Feet and toes are very important. You use them for pretty much everything as a human. Set those back down. Let's lift them up one more time. The rest of your foot is on the floor. The arch of your foot is pulled up. Keep those big toes up. A few more seconds. Now, push your big toes down into the floor. Lift all your baby toes up. The rest of your foot is on the floor here. Baby toes to the ceiling. Set those down, shut everything off. Let's do that one more time. So lift those baby toes up off the floor. A few more seconds. Okay. Now a challenge for you. I want you to lift all your toes off the floor. Keep the balls of your feet on the floor. Put just your pinky toe down. Now just your ring toe down. Your middle toe down. Your index toe down. And your big toe down. Do that one more time. Pinky toe down. Ring toe down. Middle. Index, and your big toe. Very important drill to do every day for strong feet. That travels upstream into your shins, your knees, your hips. Very important. Everyone grab their leg kind of like this. So I'm bracing my knee and my thigh. We're going to trace a really big circle with your big toe. As big as you can make it, and we're isolating your ankle. Let's do it twice. Biggest, most perfect circle you can do. Let's reverse. Biggest circle with that big toe as you can do. Moving on, we're going to dorsiflex, pull back the foot, and turn everything out below the knee. Let's kick your leg up to about parallel with the floor. Let's turn in from below the knee and pull that foot back down. Turn your foot out, kick that up, turn that in, pull it down, reverse, kick it up, turn it out, pull it down, turn it in, kick up, turn out, pull down. Let's switch. Grab your leg. 2 really big circles per direction. So cars are a phenomenal prerequisite to good movement. Let's reverse that. Just the ankle is moving here. Let's externally rotate the tibia, so everything below the knee is working. We kick up, we turn in, pull down, turn it back out. Kick it up, turn it in, pull it down. Kick it up, turn it out, pull it down. One more time. Lovely. We're going quadrupedal. So let's go to hands and knees. Now we're isolating your hip. So if I'm at hands and knees, my elbows are straight, core is pulled in. Let's drill your hands into the floor. So we want some good full body tension. Bend your right knee. Pull that knee to your elbow. Lift your leg up like a dog peeing in the snow. Let's slide that leg back. Push your heel to the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes. Tap that toe down. Heel to the ceiling. Squeeze the glute. Grind your leg open. Slide your leg forward. And one more time. Try to make it even bigger. Keeping your low back flat. Elbows are straight. Heel to the ceiling. To the floor. Heel to the ceiling. Grind it open. Forward. And rest. Go ahead and do the other side. Super flat back. Core is pulled in. Arms drilled in the sockets. Left knee to the left elbow. Dog peeing in the snow. Slide it back. To the ceiling. Tap down. To the ceiling. Grind it open. Pull, pull, pull. One more time. Forward. Ceiling. Slide back. Heel to the ceiling. Tap down. Grind it open. And forward. Now, let's all pull the spine to the ceiling. So now you're in complete flexion. Then pull your tailbone between your legs. Tuck your chin to your chest. I want everyone to try to fold up the mat underneath you. Pull your hands back. Pull your knees forward. You're going to feel some tension in your core. One at a time, we're going to start segmenting your spine. Take your tailbone, pull it up to the ceiling. Now, as slowly and individually as you can, push your vertebra to the floor. Keep folding up the floor underneath you. One vertebra at a time until you get to your neck. We're going to reset, pull the spine to the ceiling, fold up the mat. Start with your hips, pushing vertebra to the floor. One piece at a time. All the way to the neck. Let's do one more, your best one yet. Flexion, fold up the mat. Tailbone goes to the ceiling. One vertebra at a time. Push them down to the floor. All the way to your neck. Very nice. Now we're going to stand up. So it's important to do your spine articulations like that because we want good intervertebral movement. So your spine segments need to be able to move fluidly and they need some room to breathe to stay healthy. So we're going to stand. Let's go to your neck now. Feet are drilled into the floor. Legs are tight. Abs are tight. Let's take your fists and punch them to the floor. Take your nose straight down. 6 o'clock. Let's scrape your collarbone with your chin. Look to the side. Take the contents of this ear and dump them behind you. Roll your head on your shoulders. And then look to the other wall. Scrape your collarbone back down. Center, let's reverse. Looking to the wall. Dump that ear behind you. Roll your head on your shoulders. Look to this wall. Scrape your collarbone with your chin. And come back to neutral. I want you to shrug your shoulders as high as you can to your ears. We're going to start pulling shoulder blades together and back. We're going to push them down in the sockets into your back pockets. Push your shoulder blades apart. So now we're trying to cramp your pectorals and raise them up to your ears again. Let's do that one again. So pull back, push them down in your back pockets, push your shoulders forward. Raise them up to your ears. Let's reverse. Push forward like you're trying to cramp your pectorals. Down to the floor. Pull back. Raise them up. One more time. Forward. Down. Pull back. Raise them up. Now our upper spine, let's all stand with our feet really wide. We're not going to be bending at your hips here, so there's no hinging. We're just going to flex your thoracic spine. Everything from your belly button up is going to be pulled down to the floor in front. So imagine you're cold. We're going to keep your legs tight, glutes tight, abs are tight. I want you to turn as far as you can to the side. Take this shoulder, dump it to the floor. Let's rock that shoulder behind you. Pull your chest to the ceiling. Drop this shoulder behind you. Shoulder to the floor. Bring it back to the middle. Keep breathing. Let's do that again. Turning to the side. Everything in the lower body is tight. Winding that chest to the ceiling. Drop the other shoulder to the side. Sternum to the floor. Let's reverse. So turn the other way as far as you can. Drop that shoulder to the floor. Wind it back. Stay tight. We're going to center that one more time. Turn. Drop the shoulder. Shoulder goes behind you. To the ceiling. To the other side. We will center. Very nice. So, stand with your feet close together like this. Glenohumeral joint, shoulder. Let's take this elbow pit and face it out away from you. Externally rotating the humerus, we're going to cut across your body. Palm facing the ceiling. Reach your hand overhead. Palm is facing behind you. The rest of your body is tight. Isolating the shoulder. I want you to spin your hand around as far as you can. Reach behind you. You're going to reach down to the floor. Back of the hand on the side of the leg. Reach your thumb tip to the ceiling. Spin your hand around. Raise it overhead. Palm facing behind you. Cut across your body. And since that felt so good, let's do it one more time. So cut across your body. Raise it overhead. Palm facing back. Turn that hand around. Reach behind you. Back of the hand on the side of the leg. Raise your thumb tip to the ceiling. Spin that hand all the way around. Overhead. Palm goes to the ceiling. Let's switch. Rest of the body's tight. Turn this elbow pit away from you. Reaching across the body. Back of the hand faces back. Reach behind you. Back of the hand on the side of your leg. Thumb tip goes to the ceiling. Spin that hand around. Cut across the body. One more time. Cut across the body. Hand faces behind you, then we turn all the way around. Reach your thumb tip to the ceiling, just so you can see that. Reach overhead. Cut across. Moving on to elbow. Same setup. Lower body is tight. This is turned out, elbow pit's turned out. Curl your palm to your shoulder as far as you can go. Turn your hand out in front of our sternum. You're gonna lock that. So terminal extension, terminal flexion. So curl that hand back in. Turn the palm to the shoulder. Lock it out all the way. One more time. Curl that to your shoulder. Turn that palm out. Lock the arm. Curl it. Palm facing in. Lock that arm. Let's do the other side. Curl to the shoulder. Turn that palm out. Lock it out. Curl. Lock it out. Curl to the shoulder. Palm faces out. We lock. Curl. Turn. Nice. Let's take your arm like this. Brace the bones in your forearm. So we don't want any kind of supination or pronation. Don't let your forearm turn. Straight fingers up to 12 o'clock. We're going to start turning your hands, and it's just your wrist doing the work here. Real big circle. Keep your palm facing the ceiling. Reverse that twice. One more time. Beautiful. Switch. Fingers are straight, hands flat. Trace that clock face all the way around. The rest of your body is tight. And again. And we reverse 2 times. Alrighty. Now we're gonna really work. So everyone's gonna sit down on the floor. Actually, grab a sip of water. We're going to go to a 90-90. So if you're sitting down on the floor, 90-degree angle with the leg in front, 90 degrees with the hips, 90 degrees with the back leg. We're going to square up. So I want everyone to sit as tall as they can, spine as long. Let's pull forward, chest goes past this front shin. We're gonna find the basement of our stretch here. So I want you to find like a medium, slightly difficult stretch. Once you find that stretch, let's set up shop. And we're just gonna hold this for a bit. And we'll get to know each other a bit. Not really. So we'll just breathe. Keeping your spine long. So when you practice this, we call this pails and rails. So it's progressive angular isometric loading and regressive angular isometric loading. It's just strength training within a stretch. So when I say pails, we're going to be pushing against the stretch. So this leg in front is going to start driving down into the floor. Let's get your shoulders down in the sockets. Pull your abs in. Let's get your legs tight. Let's imagine there's a weight scale underneath this front leg. Push this front leg down. So the scale reads 20 pounds. Driving that ankle down, driving that knee down. Crank it up so the scale reads 40 pounds. Remember to breathe. Crank up that scale to 60 pounds. Crank it up to 80 pounds. Abs are tight. You're going to give me all you got in 3, 2, 1. Try to drill a hole through the floor. Stay low in that stretch. 10 seconds. Keep pushing. Keep pushing that leg down. Keep pushing that leg down. 3, 2, 1. Stay where you are. Relax. Now, regressive angular isometric loading. Let's pull that leg into your chest. Pull your chest to the floor. Keep your spine long, abs tight. Try to pop a balloon between your leg and your chest. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna ease out of that. We're gonna do some internal rotation bias. All we're gonna do is turn towards this back leg, grab onto your thigh. If you can grab onto your ankle, that'd be great. We're going to sit tall as you humanly can, and pull your chest towards this knee and back. It's kind of a weird stretch. So once we find it, just hold on to that stretch. So now that we've held it for a while, same principles. We're going to start pushing this back leg down 20 pounds. Start pushing that leg down 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds. Now give me all you got. Try to bust a hole through the floor. Drill that leg down. Push that leg down. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 3, 2, 1, stay where you are. Now try to close the gap between your knee and your sternum. Pull everything together, closing this angle. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. 3, 2, 1. Let's ease out of it. Let's switch. That is an interesting stretch. Same protocol. We're tall, chest puffed out, hinge forward with a flat back. Once you find your stretch, set up shop. Let's just breathe and hold this stretch. Now that we're familiar with the stretch, let's get full body tension, shoulders down in the sockets, abs pulled in, legs are tight. Push this front leg down into the floor, 20 pounds. My hair is going crazy today. Drive this leg down 40 pounds, 60 pounds, 80 pounds. Give me all you got, 10 seconds. Drill a hole through the floor with the front leg. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. Let's close the angle in front. Try to pop a balloon between your leg and your chest. Pull everything together. Keep your spine flat. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. 3, 2, 1. Ease out of it. Internal rotation bias. Grab your ankle in your back. Grab your thigh. Stay tall. Pull your chest towards this knee. Hold that stretch. Let's start our pails. Pushing this back leg down into the floor, 20 pounds. 40 pounds. 60 pounds. 80 pounds, 100 pounds, let's go. Give me all you got. Drive a hole through the floor. Keep pushing, keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. Rails, let's close the gap between your sternum and your knee. Try to pull this leg off the floor. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Keep pulling. 3, 2, 1. All we're going to do is set our legs out in front, wiggle our legs around. That drill is so excellent for building capsular space in your hips. If you have tight hips, if you have pain in there, that is a proven method to make things better. Stronger, feel better, do that. So now we're going to move on. We're going to call these IYTQ circles. So you're going to go prone. You're facing the floor. Before we do that, let's memorize the positions of your hands. So once you're on the floor, you're going to take one hand and reach your thumb tip to the ceiling. We're going to be doing circles in this straight arm position. You're going to be making 10 tennis ball size circles per direction. After I, you're going to go to Y. So think YMCA. You're going to make 10 per direction circles, nice and smooth. You're going to go to 90 degrees. This is your T. Thumb tip to the ceiling, 10 per direction. You're going to turn your hand inward, back of the hand on the side of your leg, and make 10 per direction circles in that extended position. So everyone's going to lay on their belly. Let's lift your knees off the floor. You're going to make a pillow with your forearm. Reach this hand out in front. Let's make 10 per direction circles at this I position. Nice and smooth. After 10, reverse it. You're reaching your thumb as high as you can to the ceiling. After 10, go to Y, 45 degrees, thumb tip to the ceiling, 10 per direction. Reverse that. After you do 10, reach straight to the side, thumb tip to the ceiling, 10 per direction. Keep your glutes tight while you do this. You're going to reverse for 10. And after those, reach straight behind you. Back of the hand is turned to the back side of your leg. 10 per direction. And the other way 10 times. Little break after you're done with 10 per each 4 position. And we're going to do the other side. Use your pillow. Reach that hand straight forward. Reach your thumb tip to the ceiling. 10 per direction here. So we are building better connective tissue architecture in your joints. 10 the other way. If you want really good quality muscle in your shoulders and your arms, your white connective tissue has to be high quality. Let's go to Y. And these are end range, so you're reaching your thumb tip as high as it can go. After 10, go 10 the other way. Oh, can't really see. After 10 and 10, reach straight to the side. Keep that thumb tip high. And then 10 in reverse. After those, reach straight back behind you, back of the hand on the side of your leg, thumb tip to the ceiling. And then reverse it. After all that, you can take a drink of water. We're going to do one more input before we go to your kettlebell. So we're going to call these variable lever rotations. We're going to start with lower thoracic, so a lower spine rotation on your back. So if you are on your back, let's keep your shoulder blades down. Let's keep your palms of your hands down to the floor. Let's do legs straight. You're going to reach your legs to the floor, keeping your shoulder blades and your palms down as low as you can. Once you're at the bottom, bend center. straight, reach, keep your abs tight, control that eccentric movement, bend, center. Let's do 5. Nice and slow. And if this is easy, just keep your legs straight the whole time. 2 more. Hold, bend, 1 more time. Nice and slow. And center. You can switch sides. I apologize about my feet. I have blisters from running on the beach. We're all human. Bend, center. Slowly, abs are tight. Shoulder blades and palms stay down. If it's easy, keep your legs straight. Nice and slow. 2 more. One more time. All right, so now we're ready to lift. A quick note about the drill we just did. That's an example of load-bearing capacity for your connective tissue. So the stuff surrounding your spine, we need to be tough. Excuse me, we need to be tough. That's how we can toughen up tendons and connective tissue, just by taking through range of motion, eccentric with tension. So we're going to be doing 10 of each thing and then working down the ladder. We're going to be doing a sit-up with a slow eccentric. So we're just going to do these right now. I have a kettlebell, my lovely Kettlebell King 16 kilo. You can also do this just with your hands overhead. If you take your bell or just your hands, we're going to sit up. 1 vertebra at a time, push your spine to the floor. Really control it. Up quick, pushing your vertebra to the floor. If it's hard to get up, do a kick. Pushing your spine to the floor. You can also hold the bell by the horns. Straight up. Get yourself up there. Let's do 5 more. If it's too heavy, just do hands overhead. Control that spine movement. 4 more. And if you're really badass, you can try articulating up and articulate back down. Let's do 2 more. One more time. When you're done with 10, stand on up. We have 4 movements in our complex. Keeping it simple, we have clean, press, squat, and snatch. Try not to hit this center thing up here. So if we start with our right hand, we're going to do 5 rounds of clean press, squat, and snatch. Always sit down into it. Let's keep things squared. Tilt your bell back. Here's our clean. Here's our press. Here's our squat and our snatch. Let's throw, clean, press, squat, and snatch. 3 more. Clean, press, squat, snatch. 2 more. I just messed that up. Clean, press, squat, and snatch. 1 more time. You can set your bell down, wiggle around a bit. We'll do 5 on the other side. We always stay squared, abs tight, sit down, clean, press, squat, snatch, clean, press, squat, snatch. 3 more. Two more. One more time, clean, press, squat, and snatch. And then we can take a break. Let's give it a minute. Let's drink some water. So as you can see, I'm human. I mess things up all the time. We're always just doing our best when we're moving. We're always trying to improve with every single rep. Really glad you guys are doing this with me right now. It's a great way to spend a Sunday. So we're doing 8 sit-ups with or without your belt. Then we're doing 4 complex per side. So we have 8 sit-ups to do. Let's get ready for that. Hands overhead or kettlebell. Let's get on it up. Push your way back down. Always controlling the movements. Pushing your way down. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. And 6. 2 more times. Controlling the way back down. 1 vertebra at a time. 1 more is. Oh baby, those feel good. We can stand up. Shake it out a bit. We have 4 clean press squat snatch per side to do. Let's get your hike position looking good. Using my right hand, so this bell is biased to my right side. I sit down with tight abs. Ready to clean, press, squat, snatch. 3 more. Clean, press, squat, snatch. 2 more. One more time. And we set it down. 10 seconds, just jump. If you can breathe nasally, it's even better. Bias to the left side. If you're using left hands, 4 times. Sit down, tilt, clean, press, squat, snatch, clean, press, squat, snatch, clean, press, squat, snatch. 1 more. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Beautiful. Relax, take a minute, drink of water. We are getting there. Few more nasal breaths. So a good metric for recovery is breathing in and out through your nose. One more breath. We always stay chill. 6 sit-ups. Grab your bell or not. And let's go. Pushing vertebra back down. 1. 2. 3. 4. 2 more. If you need to kick your way up. 1 more. Kick. Pushing your vertebra down 1 at a time. And we'll stand up. This time it's 3 clean press squat snatch per side. 1 more nasal breath. Let's get that hike position looking good. Right side. Bell is biased to the right side. My voice is still cracking. I'm so sorry. So abs are tight. Let's sit down. Tilt that bell. Clean. Press. Squat. Snatch. Clean. Press. Squat. Snatch. 1 more. Short break. Little wiggle. Little nasal breathing. We always view this as practice versus just working out. Always practice for better form. Hinging, sitting down, tilt 3 times. Let's go. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Clean, press, squat, snatch. 1 more. Clean, press, squat, and snatch. Beautiful. Drink of water. This round is 4 sit-ups with or without your bell. Either way, it's up to you. Let's get ready. 4 times. Let's go. Pry your way up. Pry your way down. Try keeping your heels pushed down into the floor. Two more times. One more time. Let's stand on up. We have 2 and 2 for our clean press squat snatch. That was an easy round of sit-ups. Let's go right now. Be tall, drill your feet into the floor. Abs tight, sit down, tilt, go. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Good. Down to the floor. Left side. Let's go. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Clean, press, squat, snatch. Wonderful. 1 more round. 2 sit-ups, 1 complex. Let's do those sit-ups right now. Grab your belt or not. Heels on the floor. Let's go. 2 times. And 1 complex per side. Be tall, bias to the right, tight core, clean, press, squat, snatch. And other side, clean, press, squat, and snatch. Beautiful. All right, you're done with kettlebells. Not done, but done with kettlebells. You can just take a break. We're gonna run through our cars and our rotations before we're done. So a few more nasal breaths. Drink your water, chill out. So we'll start with our neck. So it's great to start and end workouts with our controlled articular rotations or your cars. I'll post this video on Kettlebell Games. Reference this cars routine. Your joints will thank you. Let's set the stage. Drill your feet into the floor, legs tight, glutes tight, abs tight, fists to the floor. Let's do your neck. Down, straight and look to the side. Ear goes behind you, all the way around and back. Down to the floor, reverse. Take it around. Shoulder blades, let's shrug your shoulders. Pull back. Start pushing them down. Push forward. Pull up, reverse. Push forward. Down. Pull back. And up. Let's stand wide. Fix your hair. Feet are drilled in. Glutes tight, quads tight, abs tight. Get cold. Pull the chest to the floor. Turn to the side. Drop that shoulder to the floor. Lift your chest to the ceiling, bending back. Drop that shoulder down. Center it. Reverse. Drop that shoulder to the floor. Chest goes to the ceiling. Bring it back around. Stand up straight. Shoulder, turn your elbow pit out away from you. Cut across your body. Reach that palm behind you. Now turn your hand all the way around. Reach back. Now lift your thumb tip to the ceiling. Back around. Palm faces the ceiling. Switch sides. Palm faces the ceiling. Palm faces behind you. Spin and reach behind you. Back of the hand on the side of the leg. Reach the thumb to the ceiling. Spin it around. Elbow, turn your arm out. Curl your palm to your shoulder. Spin that hand around. Lock it out. Curl it up. Turn it in. Other side. Curl that palm in. Turn it up. Down. In. Good. Grab your forearm. Just the wrist does circles. Big, big, big circle. And reverse. Switch sides. Straight fingers all the way around. Reverse. Nice. Let's do your spine articulation. So go to your hands and knees. Let's pull spine to the ceiling. Fold up the mat underneath you. Tailbone goes to the ceiling. Push vertebra to the floor one at a time. Keep breathing. All the way to the neck. Hold that. Fold up your mat. Nice. Straight spine. Drill your hands in. Elbows are straight. Knee goes to the elbow. Knee goes to the ceiling. Drive it back. Heel to the ceiling. Tap it down. Heel to the ceiling. Grind open. Knee pulls to the elbow. Reverse or switch. Other knee to the other elbow. Lift to the ceiling. Pull back. Heel to the ceiling. To the floor. Heel to the ceiling. Pull forward. All the way. Let's sit down. grab a leg, make big circle with your big toe. Just the ankle is doing work. Reverse. Pull your foot back, turn it outward, kick it up, turn it in, pull it down, kick it up, turn it out, pull it down. Last bit, let's do a big circle, just using your ankle, in reverse. Turn that foot facing out, kick it up, pull it down, kick it up. And I think that's good for today, guys. So once again, thank you for joining me today. I'm Peter, Icebox Kettlebell. This is all I do as far as joint strength and kettlebells. If you have any questions, just shoot me a message. I'm an open book, and I can give you the best of my knowledge for answering your questions. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.